好啦，又回到 SCP 这款的系列，然后它的封面这边终于出现有一个新的标题，这样子。上次是没有的，可能要玩过之后，后来第二次玩才会有这个画面。然后
Black box has been properly contained at Site 105 and pending further investigation. Above is the full record.
哦，这是上次那个结束的访谈记录啦，就是说黑匣子已经被收拢了。哦，我看一下啊。我记得这边上次我用过了哦，所以它记录在前面一点的部分，然后这样提交，又回到这个地方，然后就准备接下一个任务了。是有一些手忙脚乱，不过我已经搞定了 ，OK 的。一开始新人进去不要太唱秋啊，不要觉得自己最屌啊，不然到时候老鸟直接呛说你多屌。塔口直接什么？用人来当做收容异常物的工具。哼。随时都要牺牲自己的性命啊，去收容 SCP， 为了全体人类的利益。我只是有些好奇啊，放轻松一点。OK， 庆祝庆祝！突然想吃披萨了。好，喝酒。没有人想要屌他的他口之夜。甜甜圈之夜不错有点想吃甜甜圈。同事们办了一个小型派对。梦见在一个奇怪的山洞里迷路了。哭啊！这该不会是下一个 SCP 吧？我喝个酒都能出事是怎样啊？我需要一杯浓咖啡来让自己清醒些。哦，好像没有这啥？这新的高23公分、直径28公分的不规则陶土罐，它是一个子宫，一个陶土子宫。开口应该要被有机玻璃片遮盖，然后，这啥？尸体左腿举下的皮肤，放在660子宫里面放这2个月，样本还存活，但是取出的样本呈癌变细胞癌变倾向。哦，感染性休克。哇，这有很多660的相关的资讯呢。令人窒息和疲累。它已经是 safe 级这样子。还蛮特别的这个陶土子宫，然后玻璃片，好长哦。然后 safe 级，这个没有那个吗？我现在是在做归档啦，所以这些不是我会遇到的东西，这些都是我现在在把这些档案给整理这样子。那这边也会有一些其他 SCP 的讯息吧，对，但可能就不是我们会看到的5个故事的其中之一这样子。好 ，OK， 好，我在做我的本职工作。好长哦，这个如果你们有兴趣的话，可以就是玩这个游戏，可以稍微看一下这样子。对，但因为它是纯粹文本啦，所以如果影片的话会有点太干，所以我会倾向于就是那5个故事会比较好一点。对，那这种文本的话，有兴趣可以自己就是试试看，好，进来参考一下这样子。3点55了。 怎么了？怎么了？我发现查克奥我都不讲话不知道干嘛？你们在说什么？啊？怎么没人跟我讲话？没人想找我去哦。每月讲座，这啥？每个月会邀请知名人士举办一个分享性质的讲座，讲 SCP 有关的经验跟知识。吹佛博士，哦，我要参加，好不好？新人进去就是要有一个积极性哦，要主动一点，对，主动说我要学习，我想知道。逆魔音从入门到失忆，这个不能去吗？哦 ，Level 4是不是？啊，懂了，我是菜鸡，我不能去这个高级会议。你看高级会议连那个缩图都是一个，就是很像是甚值降低的状况。好，那就看这个吧，看低等菜鸟的这个讲座。load 太久了吧？哦，没有讲座，直接一个故事
Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
One day, 怎么是绘本啊？
Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived,
关禁闭
all on his own.
不准接近任何人，你去房间自闭。
Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you'll practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
好，是哪？D。哦。
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
等啥 ？ASDF space 等等，然后嘞？哦。哦，考验我的技术的时候到了。我想蛮厉害的哦。哼，我想蛮猛的哎。
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
Huh? 我可以操控是不是？哦，我是 Daniel， 我很会吹笛子。完了，我在这边开黄腔。这啥？
It was a mousetrap.
捕鼠
And there
夹
was a red origami paper dragon inside of it.
啊？
Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous. and
哇，
beautiful.
太会折了
The
吧
only！ problem
也折得太漂亮了
was part
吧
of its wing was damaged, but Daniel found a way to repair it.
这啥？选择道具来修复子龙。道具，道具。哦，这是纸啊。
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world
哦，
below.
夫人叫他去吹笛子，他在这边玩子龙，等着被扁吧你
He！played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo! Dragon! Soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
它是猫哦，他们追纸团怎样？哪？哎，我靠，太会跑了吧，哥！屁啦，这怎么接不到啊！我明明就已经堵住他的路了，可恶啊！等一下，有没有什么道具可以弄啊？我觉得他把我当成白痴耍、他怎么好像把我当白痴在耍一样啊？
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it. Before his very eyes, the paper ball began to grow, bigger and bigger.
Huh?
At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box.
上啊！
Daniel
喷
studied
火
the
龙！
red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering
我以后就是
wings.
神奇宝贝训练大
It
师
was the
了。
paper dragon.
这就是我的第一只宝可梦，我是喷火龙训练家。
Saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea. He took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
啊，再开吹一次是不是？哦，在他面前吹给他看，
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound.
我是控蛇人是不是啊？用音乐去控制。
Flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
不行欸，这边怎么有点这么的温馨的感觉啊？跟 NCP 差好多，太温馨了吧？
The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
啊？啊？
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic. Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
Here be dragons.
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends. That's Stu, this is Jessica's pet. He doesn't like rainy days or Mrs. Carter. Only smoked sausages fit his taste. And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
哦，好温馨哦，
The paper dragon
跟前两个剧本差太多了
as
吧
if？it didn't understand him.
太温馨了，快要融化了。
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
哦，按依序例。哦，它是狗哦，原来它是狗。三小。
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
对，
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open.
哦，上次那个
Thick
纸
clouds of
球，
smoke billowed out,
而且更多了。
followed by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped.
嗯，
Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and
这个
lost.
纸箱跟地震
He moved the box to the
好
center
像
of
有
the
关
attic.
联呢。
Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle, day in and day out. As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother. One day, the box suddenly began to move.
啊？啊，我还喷火龙嘞！哦，我的喷火龙怎么增值啦？色为喷火龙。
Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other.
完啦，要输啦！
Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball. And it became another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to slow
我都死了2只宠物了，
and a silence.
2只宠物龙挂了。
Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic.
黄色、
Saw the
绿
remaining
色
two，paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded.
这是什么？红色跟蓝
He
色哦。
rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
红色跟蓝色还活着。哦，屌的！
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to
太
jump
多了
into
吧？
the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison. The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
啊，干嘛？这个 SCP 是音乐游戏是不是啊？强制玩家打节拍。没想到，完了，太放松了，这个音乐，我有点想睡觉啊。好啦，现在晚上11点15分啊，这个时间点听这种放松音乐，我会想睡觉啊。早上才刚去完动物园啊。
Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
这大只哦！哇，这些都是我的喷火龙哎！
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy
声音也太低沉了吧！
spell of peace and stability. But now the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned.
啊，这样好像不是很划算呢。我觉得子龙看起来比较屌哎。
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then,
怎么又出来了？
this paper dragon shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
这时候该是我去帮忙了。
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out
我
from
是
his
修补
bag
大师
and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
，medic medic medic 来了 ，medic 在帮你补血，等一下怎么补 ？How to 补？哦，这里吗？等一下 ，medic 在找受伤的子龙啊！我战地医疗兵啊！完了，补太慢啦，他们好像死很多哎，真搞！哼哼，我补的速度好慢哦，伤兵太多了吧？
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner.
完了，他们知道先打奶妈，他们知道先控制奶妈，完了。
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violet lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire head became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger, now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty, are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragon struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, But soon, he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. He fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is going so fast! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
怎么有人一直在哭啊？
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned.
我的喷火龙！
All together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps.
啊，我也喷火龙那全部都死光了。
To collect all of the pieces, he thought he could still fix them.
哦，都已经碎成这样，还可以给奶妈，这么厉害的，超级奶妈哎！哦哦。
Goodbye, my friend.
哭啊！结果奶起来是遗言呐、啊！
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
“哦，这根本就是音乐游戏啊！” 哦， 回忆他死去的伙伴。哦，解锁一个成就叫节奏大师哎，够5000分就有这个成就。哦，看来我很会吹哦。
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
太温馨了吧！这个 SCP 怎么这么温馨？哼哼，想怎样？巨龙出击！后来怎么样了？SCP-1762现在在生物研究所哦，听起来是好东西哦。纸箱一直呈现静止状态。我以为你没有参加每月讲座。哦，偷嘴。哦，哇哦，哇，这个哇好嘲讽哦，呛自己前辈。呵呵呵。我想看一下，等等他文字报告会有什么相关的资讯吗？哎，好像没有文字报告哎，是吗？好像有人在呼唤我。菜鸟综合症过几天就好了，但愿如此。哎，哎，哇，他没有那个哎 ，SCP-1762的那个相关资讯，啊，有点可惜。我想看他的那个文字报告是什么东西这样子，那为什么会变成那个被收拢的原因？这样啊，把这些任务做一做就差不多可以来下班了。898，这边就是其他的一些文字报告啦，这些就是可以稍微就是再看一下，就是蛮多内容的。好啦，今天先到这边吧。哇，难得看了一个温馨的绘本故事，就是有点打破我以往 SCP 的印象这样子，因为这个1762真的有点太温馨了。因为说真的，我其实对 SCP 的了解大概是1000号之前，1000号以内这样子，就是以前有稍微在研究一点看一点啊，因为他一直有人在投稿嘛，所以后面东西真的越来越多，所以1762算是我不了解的那个后面的部分。对，那这么温馨，不知道听起来很不恐怖啦，但是前两个这么恐怖，中间来一个温馨一点应该刚好吧。好啦，今天先到这边啦，大家拜拜。